Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
What it's about, man. This is why I said, man, truth to power. Like, it's time for people to really stop being pigeonholed and thinking in these concise, tight, little comfortable circles that they like to think inside of. You understand? And start
Right.
listening to the truth. You
Yeah,
understand?
exactly.
Let's stop with the whole,
Yeah,
buying into and being
that's
indoctrinated and all of these things.
actually that's why I was waiting because I'm like, damn. I'm like, I know somebody gonna come on here. I'm like, we got somebody here. That when as soon as I see it pop up, like Jad, I'm like, yeah, there we go. I'm like, now y'all about to get everything and more. When I was just trying to tell y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, man. And it's for me. I'll speak.
diverse. That's why we call it the most diverse podcast you probably ever gonna hear because shit, it ain't all about what we got to say or
Yeah,
or what we got to drop. Like we want to hear y'all. We want to hear the questions. We want to hear what y'all got to say. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we know y'all got some shit too. Like you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might just jump on here and listen and get some facts, but some of y'all might be out there doing your thing too. So shit, let us
right.
know. Let us know what you know. Let us know what's going on. Oh
Yeah.
shit, what you want to build on.
And for me, it's always I don't speak on shit unless I like really, really, really like get to it. Like I've sat and had these conversations like on numerous occasions. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I've gotten the truth, straight from the horse's mouth. I've seen that was bad. I've seen, the excerpts and every type of book you can ever try to throw at me, whether it be the Quran, whether it be, any version of the Bible, whether it be the Masonic Bible, whether it be like whatever the case may be. Like I keep it respectful because there's only like there's a threshold to where I can go when it comes to certain things,
Yeah,
and I digress to those who can fully speak on those matters. You
right.
feel?
Exactly. And that's why I'm just happy I was just able to. Of course, be taught by the late great elder and Samuel Behad, but to have my uncle and and just those of them around me just to teach me early, but also give me the understanding like what I mean, it's not for everybody. Everybody not gonna know what I know. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna get what I know. Like what I'm saying. So I was able to, at a young age, not to go insanely crazy, looking at motherfuckers like, yo, you just crazy and stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that's what you rocking with, that's what you rocking with. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if that, you know what I'm saying? And if you fuck with what I fuck with, then of course we on another level with the shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, be you, but always research though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, because some shit that you might believe in or some shit that you might believe is true, and it ain't gotta be just not just with religion. You know what I'm saying? This is worldwide shit. Like you know what I'm saying? You hear so many things, you see so much shit that's just put in your face, and you just taking it like, just it is what it is.
Right.
And go behind that shit and go find out if it is. You know what I mean? What they say it is. Like you know what I'm saying? So you always, I tell y'all, man, when you hear something, you always go back and go look that shit up because the next few podcasts is about to get real. Like you know what I'm saying? We about to start dropping some off the wall shit. Like you know what I mean? So we came. I wanted to do this. I wanted to come off and get it started. We got y'all next week with a little surprise, little guest. But we gonna bug out next week. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It'll be a fun one next week.
We
I
gonna get
feel like white people don't get the same information like the truth. Y'all don't, because you got to understand history is always written by the winners. You understand? So the truth is therefore set that way. So unfortunately, when it comes to our collective history, not our personal history, white folks dictate the pace because of the written age in which they conquered. So this is why. But this
yeah. I
why.
feel
But
it.
this is
So
why you
uh,
have to dig
I'm
into
gonna
what really is. Because
let me get
it's always been the thing for me. Like, all right, so what happened before all that? So what happened before all of this documented history? That's what always got me. That's how my grandfather sat me down and started teaching me. He was like, so that's cool what you get in school. Cool. But let's talk about this real shit. Let's talk about what happened beforehand. Let's talk about what happened away from all of this. Let's talk about this person, that person. Let's talk about all the people they're not talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So
What you said, real talk down the line can search for the same shit and find no facts, and that's facts. That's why I tell people too. Sometimes that Google shit ain't gonna do it. It's not gonna cut it. I'm just telling you that shit is not it. It's not when fucking with me or someone that I'll look up to and sit down
mm-hmm,
and do and get taught by. Like that shit is not gonna cut it. That I would eat Google shit up. Fact checkers is fake. I
mm-hmm.
already
And the
put it
fact
out.
checks are based on opinion.
That's based
So
on
let's not throw the fact check in
the
everybody's face like it's the
yeah,
gospel.
so so don't say fact check and all that shit. That shit already just came out, and not that it just came out. It came out for y'all when they even
Oh,
started doing that shit. I used to say it in my post. In my post, 9 times out of 10 was not getting fact checking. Zito never can tell you if you follow me on Facebook. I will post that shit on my post. Like Facebook, you can fact check this shit if you want to. I guarantee you, you're not about to put nothing under this shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Because that shit is some motherfuckers with their opinions and ain't got shit on your boy.
DuckDuckGo is one-sided, Baracus. It feeds into a narrative. It's not a good collective source of information. They have some things that are off the beaten path per se, or what folks know as reality. But they're very one-sided, and they lean to the right also. So it's politicized. So if that's kind of your bag, then sure, why not? But that's not in terms of actual factual. Nah. The thing is, when it comes to this information, when it comes to unlearning the bullshit that we got, indoctrinated with coming up, they have deleted and continue to delete a lot of the stuff and remove a lot of the stuff from curriculums, from libraries, from
Um,
any type of digital space, whatever the case may be. So it's very hard to go get the actual source or knowledge from the source.
hold on, hold on. So you Zito's lady. So you're saying like you saying coming from your people. That's what you're saying, right? That's what you're telling me. Like how our information, how we get from some of our people, like that's like getting down to it. That's what you're saying. Like not the research that you go get and shit like that. You're saying like if you go ask somebody or one of your relatives or someone, just someone like, you know what I mean? They give you a whole different, you know what I mean, answer than what we give you.
Yeah. I mean, I've sat and had conversations with your family, so
Okay, 100. I feel you. Okay, food in the
I like
fridge.
I know where you're coming from, and you're right. Like and this is why our conversations are and go the way that they do, because it's a clash of what you've been taught from your side of your family and everything like that versus everything that I've been taught, researched, and everything like that. Um, so there's definitely just like there's two justice systems and all of that good stuff. There's two sides to history. This is why people are so afraid of talking about critical race theory and so afraid of actually diving into it and getting into it because I believe that white folks' greatest fear is that everything will be revisited on them. Like we gonna pay them back for all the bullshit that they did to us. So therefore, they don't want to get taught about it. I don't feel like my kids should be taught critical race theory. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool.
You have to remain open-minded in a way that multiple points of view about the same topic. It just have to combine on it. And that's facts. That's true because I had to learn that because I'm like Zito know like the real me. Like once I'm going one way and believe something, it's fuck what the fuck you talking about. Like you know what I'm saying? It was like that. It's still like that, but if I converse with you and build with you and talk to you, and just how we are on the podcast, and I'm open to whatever's being said, I'm willing to take it in because I'm gonna go. I'm as soon as the shit ends, I'm gonna be like this, and I'm gonna be going to find some books and some shit, and I'm gonna go break down whatever we was talking about, and I'm gonna come back. And if it's the 100 is the truth, I'm gonna let you know you 100 in the truth, and if it's not, I'm gonna let you know too that you're
But Ruckus, what you talking about? You said you see a lot of people think critical race theory is wrong, so it's not just us white people. What black people have you talked to, or do you know that actually have the gall to say critical race theory is like
I ain't
is
front.
wrong?
I'm not laughing at you. Shit, I'm laughing at Jack. What you talking about, bro? You said I'm still like that. Leave me alone, man.
Right, it is though.
They be fucking with you, boy, and thinking that I'm just like you said, boo. They think it's little boo from when we was growing up, and it's like, nah, nigga, like you better watch what the hell you say, especially on my shit.
Baracus, I need you to send a live request right now because I'm tired of typing with you. Like I need to talk to you. Like send a request. Let's talk.
Yeah, bro. You be the last one in, and then I gotta go pull up on.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I'll make.
Pull up on. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Barack. If you need to come on for a moment, brief moment, let us know. But
Yeah,
Zach, crazy.
let's have a conversation
Like that, like nigga.
because I can misconstrue what you're typing. So I don't want to misconstrue anything.
Yo, Breeze, what's the science? Facts, yo. He just hit me the other day, and he called me before somebody. He just called me last week. Somebody called me. He just hit me the other day, like, you got no filter at all. I'm like, yo, what the hell are you talking about now? Like, I ain't even saying nothing. Yeah, my cousin Flu called me the same shit. Like, well, you young Breeze for real.
Did he send the request?
He said, Flu said, I don't know how you ain't off of Facebook. I said, every time they try to ban me, I fight that shit.
Absolutely.
They stop letting me fight. He said, yeah, exactly. You goddamn uncle. Motherfucker Taz.
I'm waiting on Baracus to send this request.
Nah, I think Baraka got is I think he is. Yeah, no, we just talking. I don't know if you talking about us, sis, or what we talking about. We just
All right. So I'll
you
double
already
down
know
what he said. If there is a black person, right, that says that they don't want critical race theory taught, like they are of the mind of the conservative super duper right wing right side of the political field.
exactly because
To me, all those are all tap dancing ass people, and we don't rock with them. You understand? Because if critical race theory isn't taught, then the truth about our people is not taught, and then the accepted history remains in place. And that's the number one argument that you will always get when it comes to all of us is that our history doesn't get taught. You understand? Why people can, oh, you know who Martin Luther King is, and you want to quote Martin Luther King in all of your lovely political rallies and all of these things, but y'all hated that man. Y'all killed that man. Y'all murdered that man for everything that he stood for his people. When he died, he was literally probably the most hated man on the face of the planet. So
yeah, but I know what I do got to say something before Brock. We gonna let you talk what you was talking about so you can let us know. But I do have to say that though, because I'm following all these little networks and showing here too. You are right, because I see those of us that's black and shit that's like, oh, why they want to do that and teach that? They right along with them, just like Z. Like I mean, he just broke it down. You know what I'm saying? But that is 100 though, because that's not a lie. What Baraka said, like I see those of us too, just as many as we open minded on this podcast. So if you know, or I see a couple people coming in, they probably know Barack. Everything's open minded. Like, don't
right,
got black folks, got scared folks. You got a lot. You know what I mean? You like Jab said. When people get a little piece of power or something and want to change something, do something. They gonna go ahead and try to do what they gotta do. And the other
and the
side,
Bucks are losing, by the way. So let's go.
At least we're not playing a JV team.
What's the score?
Right,
What's the
cool,
score?
fantastic. So what are you talking about exactly, Barack?
I ain't care. Look, I ain't hearing nothing. We got the dub. I don't care.
You feel me? Like,
I
don't want to hear that.
What's the score before we go ahead with this?
Yeah, 6-0. New Orleans is winning. Okay.
The JV team.
We got to
Y'all beat the Giants by how much?
You scared. That's a JV team y'all playing. We beat the shit out the Saints. So y'all losing.
Y'all beat the Raiders beat y'all. Talk about the JV team.
I forgot my boy in here. My bad. I forgot. So So my boy, he like, yeah, they on y'all 8. They on y'all 8 right now. You heard? Y'all on Brady tonight? Let me know, sir.
Hey, Justin, wait till the playoffs. That's where y'all choke as always.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
what I'm waiting for, bro. I'm week by week. I'm week by week with this thing. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta keep it 100.
Okay, anyway.
You gotta wait to the playoffs, and we gotta wait to see what we do with this newfound defense and the offense.
Yeah.
Just got been sleeping for a little bit.
But who in there might be watching football on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? There's
Oh
like
yeah,
five.
I looked at the schedule. I said it's over now. We pig skinned out. But go ahead with your Let
Yeah,
us know about
let's get back to it. What did you mean by what you said?
I've seen other
Black people? Go ahead.
black people who have said that CRT is wrong.
Okay, and what is their political affiliation? Do you know?
Probably conservative.
Probably conservative, so right leaning.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a collective mindset of the right.
But so what you think about it though, bro? You think it should be told or not? I think the truth should be told at all times, right? Or no? Or just
What I've heard of it, it doesn't seem. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, it's like you take all the history and you slant it on yours, and then say, well, okay, I mean, it's just like y'all take certain things and y'all twist it like it's not true.
Kanye.
Say what? All right, so when you say a bad thing, right? Like, you personally feel it's a bad thing?
What I've seen of it and what I've seen of it, yeah.
And what have you seen of it exactly?
Fuck, the Ravens almost won. I needed them to win. My bad, y'all.
It's just how it's proposed. I mean, it's a theory that should be played. As a college course, yes,
As a college,
gladly.
why a college course and not through regular general education, K through 12?
So what you wanted to teach them up until then, day?
Okay, so you want to be
That's
like it's like telling your
literally what I'm saying.
it's like trying to teach 8-year-olds what's difference between you know gay and everything else. I mean, it's something that's maybe too much for them.
Teaching them about the way things are and
So like
knowing and having
saying,
self-awareness of what's going on with people who
break
look
it
like
down.
them and why the system is in play and why the system is what it is and how it became so that they have more awareness, so that they move better, so that they can
Well,
make better
just
decisions.
remember this. I've seen uh,
I think it
uh,
should be down. That'll be a good thing throughout the years. So as they growing up, they get more and more instead of more and more we're gonna keep it 100. The whitewash bullshit.
Let's be
It's,
clear.
so you're saying
Critical
okay, but the
critical
same
race
token,
does
I'm
not
talking
mean
about.
the teaching.
I'm talking about worldwide facts. I'm talking about real information. So now taking it to another level.
but you're also going to state that everything that we've learned in school is
All
wrong
that
because you guys send it through the CRT
Here we go.
or the thing and make sure y'all fact check it.
Okay, Baracus, how about this, right? Critical race theory
you said
101.
fact check
Right
something.
quick. In school, we were taught about who? Christopher Columbus, right?
Hmm.
Since everybody loves this lovely little talking point, right? What were we taught about Christopher Columbus? What were you taught about Christopher Columbus?
Ain't let me talk in class when they said Christopher Columbus. Yeah, no,
Because they sent my ass to
I've heard a
detention
lot of bad things
for
about Christopher
Christopher
Columbus, so
Columbus.
it's not such a good thing. Okay.
They sent me to the front office and I told about it. And I got kicked.
They taught us that, hey, he came here and he was a great guy and all
No,
of these
no,
things.
I've seen otherwise. So don't say that.
Oh, okay. He discovered America and all of these things, right? Good old Christopher Columbus, yeah.
Good
How
old
can you discover anything when there's people already there? That means you didn't discover it. This is critical race theory. Yeah. Why we say the only
The
Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace because that's the facts. You understand? Like the validity of Christopher Columbus, he was a piece of shit. He was a murdering, raping piece of shit. Period.
yeah, we ain't even going. We're gonna
You
get
know what
on
I mean? But
later.
in terms of critical race theory, this is what's taught in schools. Like, look, they're changing the textbooks. They're changing and saying that the people who inhabited the land first, that were there before him, left to let them settle. This is what they're rewriting it to now. That's not the facts. And if you talk to any
Okay,
indigenous
so I
person,
want to hear the critical race theory on
if you talk
how
to
we treat
any
the Indians.
indigenous person,
Here's
any
Zito.
type of person that has people who lived back then and all of these things, you know this to not be true. This is why critical race theory matters. Critical race theory would have people romanticize more of Martin Luther King and villainize Malcolm X. That's critical race theory, because why? Malcolm X spoke more. He was literally more brutally honest. He was literally more aggressive per se. But yet you don't see anybody quoting him, but you see them quoting the romanticized version of Martin Luther King when they killed that man just like they killed Malcolm X.
Shit,
Just like they killed Medgar Evers. Just like they killed fucking UEP. Just like they killed Fred Hampton. Just like they killed all of our prominent leaders. And critical
What about JFK?
to be taught.
I got it in this book.
Let's think
What
about
about JFK?
you know, what about JFK? Here's some real shit about JFK, right?
Dude, I can only get one of you.
JFK sat down with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and his brother, right? And inside of 5 years of them sitting down, every last one of them was capped. Every last one of them got killed.
Yep.
Because they were talking about progress.
Yep.
And that's critical race theory. Those things don't need to be taught.
Yeah,
that was taught way before critical race theory was ever even
That's
put
because
out.
that's the tag that they put on it now. But this is what is entangled in critical race theory. People have to understand that critical race theory doesn't start at 1619. It starts about the generations before that, because in order to literally take the knowledge of self, take the knowledge of self, take their language, take the religion of a people, you have to do it for 100 years before that. So literally 1619 is just a blip on the meter. This shit started way before that. That's why critical race theory is important.
Facts. And go to the Get Righteous podcast YouTube if y'all haven't been on it. A lot of y'all just coming in. Thanks for coming in and jumping in. Hit that follow button and go jump into some of these things we laid down and lace down as far as these facts, and stuff and what's going on. But
absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see. Anybody else got any questions or anything for the night before we wrap it up? I gotta go down the road for me.
Yeah.
16, 19.
Hey, man.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's why we have these conversations.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even look. You even gotta say that's why we go and drop the one.
Exactly. But I appreciate everybody coming through, everybody dropping their lovely pieces of information and sharing and everything like that. Like it's a beautiful thing. That's what this platform is for. That's what we are here for. You understand? So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah.
Definitely facts. As Zito said, y'all already know the shit. Thanks for coming through, especially if you watch both segments of tonight's podcast. So we went in and got it in. But we're going to head out so Zito can do his thing. He about to load it up, and it's going to be on the YouTubes and everything else that's out there that y'all can watch it on.
Apple Music, literally Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it, we are there.
If you knew, this is episode 28, so you can go on the YouTubes and go on everything he just mentioned and start watching all the stuff that we laid down, put down throughout the episodes. We got, chilled episodes, funny, real deep, crazy shit, and it's not gonna do nothing but get more crazier. So, like y'all said, y'all want to start digging into different species and space and all that other shit. We coming. But y'all know as we come, we always coming with real facts, real receipts. I'm not coming with no BS. I'm coming prepared to have you. Better have you a shot of something. I don't want you to be talking about your mind. Your mind going crazy. Your mind,
right.
After next week, we're gonna have a good fun one. We got the guests coming on.
Man. Yeah.
We're gonna be coming right back. We coming right back with the fire. So you already know what it is. Good night, y'all. Love y'all. Thanks for coming. Zito, you already know I'll be here.
You already know, brother. Tell Zeke I said goodie.
Facts, you already know. We're gonna pull up on his ass right now. Peace.
Peace, peace.